Hello everybody, welcome back to Strategic Command WWII. I'm Paradox Gamer playing. Thank you for joining me here, and we are in July 44. The summer campaign of 44 is in full swing. And last time we did a longer recording on Twitch. This is just a regular recording now. We are going to upgrade some stuff here. The submarines go to level 3. And we also have the destroyers that can go to anti-submarine level 3. So if that Soviet sub shows up again, we should be able to take it out with those 3 destroyer units. Zooming out here, we have a US destroyer nearby. Some subs are heading back, this one for example, and this one back for refitting. We do have some level 3 subs out. We have 3 of those actually. We cannot reach that destroyer, so let's just fall back a little bit. Oh, the supply is actually running pretty low on these guys, so I'll send more of them back. This one's still supply 4. Send it up here. This one is running out of supply as well. That is something you need to consider. Let's see how much damage we can actually deal to this destroyer. 4 and 5. We can actually take it out with some losses. And that's 4 damage to myself, but that will eventually take out the destroyer completely. Taking 1 damage there. Right, send this guy back. And this guy here. I'm not sure if these guys run out of... No, they will not run out of supply when they're so close to the home. We'll send this one up here. Okay, that was the Atlantic. Let's move to the Eastern Front. We have a ton of garrisons that just arrived. I believe we have some research. No? No, looks like we are okay on everything. We could go long range. Maybe we should get another amphibious warfare, since we're going to attack United States at some point. Might as well get some more of that. See if we can get one more tech before we actually attack. So on the Eastern Front, the situation is looking pretty good. I do not necessarily need to take Leningrad, and the reason for that is it's not an alternative capital. What I need to do is take Kupiashev, which is an alternative capital, and Perm, which is also an alternate capital, and then I can take Moscow, which is the actual capital. That will cause the Soviets to surrender, including Leningrad and all the armies defending that. I do, however, want to take Novgorod because it's of tactical and strategic importance in this area. It will cut the supply from Moscow, which will have to go the long route back around. And then I will also take Vyshny Volochysk to kind of have this line here for myself, and then just hold Rezev, Vyazma, Kaluga, Tula and Ryansk around Moscow and head towards Penza. So that's the plan here in the north. So with that in mind, we are going for Novgorod. So we are moving these guys up here, and then we are doing some bombings. These fighters are too damaged to actually help out. We might as well just replenish them in place here. Let's do another bomber run here. 2 damage. Then the tanks can take Novgorod. There we go. That is mine now. Nava would also be nice to have because it's supply right here, but it doesn't really matter that much. I think we'll send these guys around to here. And then we'll operate these guys out. We don't need them because we'll move this headquarter up to here. And that will supply all of these guys. We'll have the artillery there as well. And we can move the garrison in here. And the bombers can get a little bit closer. Okay, so we'll operate these two guys out to another spot. Here we'll take Vyshny Volochysk. We have some army nearby. No bombers though. Let's just move up here and see what we got. Take a couple of shots. We have some more armor here. This is going to be replenished soon. And then we have this one. That didn't work. Come back. Take this one up. Ah, shoot. Okay, we can get in. We can get in there and destroy them. Okay, so we have this line now. And then we need to get some guys closer to the front lines here. We can operate this guy into Vyazma, I think. No, he can't get all the way over there. So we'll just send him over here and may move these guys to Vyazma. We have this partisan situation under control. For now, at least. Just mind we still have the headquarters to release. And let's go down here where we are going to push towards Penza. I think I'll leave the Italians to take Voronezh. Let's move closer and see what they have in there. That's just a core. It'll be difficult for the Italians to actually get it, but yeah, supply will be a problem. I might need to use the Air Force for that, but for now they will not. They will move instead. This one has been used. Right, let's move towards Penza. Now we have some mechanized units in there. Can I reach that? No. But I can take the first shot. And then I'm stuck and yeah. Have to wait until next turn. We can cut the line though. Bring the heavies. How far can we move the headquarters? We can move the headquarters there. Heavy armor there. But that's only artillery in Ryazan. Bring them there. Yeah, these guys can just secure the town. And this one. These guys will move along. And then get the bombers over here. And some fighters. Get these guys on the road. Replenish this one. Okay, so we need one headquarter in Kaluga. That's going to be this one. Operate. Yes, there. So that looks that looks pretty good. We have some garrisons. These two are free. We don't really need them. I'll just move them closer anyway. It's also this one. Move it up to here. So hopefully we can take Penza next turn. And Voronezh. Further down south, we can cut off these two armies and take Voroshligrad or something like that. Okay, so let's move in here. And grab this town. Close the gates. And just smash these guys to pieces. No need to take that shot. Oh, we gotta be aware of partisans down here. Yeah, there is Kursk. Can I operate stuff into Kursk right now? Like this one, for example? No. Okay, we'll leave the Slovakians in Kursk then, to quench the partisans. No enemies in Rostov. That is too good to be true. Let's take it. And just try and push Italians through. Replenish the fighters. Get the bombers over here. Replenish these bombers for now. And then we have in the south, the task of the Romanians is to take Sevastopol. Let's just grab Catch. And then send the armies down. And the headquarter, and the Bulgarians will move towards Taganrog. Alright, just bring the garrisons closer. Okay. So Sevastopol is entrenchment level 8. It will take some time to get that down, and we'll take some losses to get it down, but we have to start. That takes it down to 6. And the next turn we'll take that down even further. means we are in the outskirts of Stalingrad as well. Taking Rostov is important. These special forces in here will be out of supply, or at least very low supply. And we just need to take Taganrog to clear the flank, and then we are about to move into the Caucasus, where we come from the south as well. Let's bomb these guys. And send the armor up. Take the oil fields and Grozny. These guys will help out here. Headquarter there. And then we'll take Ashgabat and move further up onto here to take Krasnovodsk. Yeah, we'll probably link up with these guys very soon. And that will be the fall of Stalingrad also very soon. The Japanese have been slowed considerably in the northeast India, so perhaps we should send these guys. What supply are they in? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No, that's not going to work. Can't do that. But we'll send this guy up here. The Italians will land in either Bombay or Karachi. If I land in Karachi, I can actually send these guys across. Let's start moving them. Then land in Karachi and get the paratroopers over there as well. And then ferry all this stuff up from Africa. Alright. Meanwhile, in Africa, we are all the way down here on the way to Cape Town. It's gonna take a while. Perhaps you should move in this way and take Pretoria to Johannesburg first, even though there's no road link. And from there we can move to Bloemfontein, and we'll have a problem getting to Cape Town actually. 5, 4, 3, 2, headquarter here, 8, 7, 6. We can do it. We can do it. Okay. I think it looks pretty good. We still have 900 points. And the research part we have under control. Also for the Italians, nothing to research. So just gonna buy some stuff. Let's see, for Germany, we have now all the tactical and medium bombers. We can build one more strategic bomber and a maritime. I think we're just going to go with armies now. We do have a headquarter in production, so how many armies can we actually build? 325. I can build 2 armies. That's 300 for the next turn. 200 Italian. Did they buy all the aircraft yet? No, we can still buy aircraft, we just don't have the points. 1 is in production. There's still 2 more to be built once we have the points. We're going to save up those 200 points as well. And then head to Japan. Now we need to remember, I was a bit tired at the end of the stream, so I forgot to actually move all these guys. That's not going to happen this turn. So we're going to move these guys up here. I want the headquarters a little bit closer. And then get these armies up. C87654 doesn't really matter. Just move this one up here. And once we have enough armies, we should be able to punch our way through into Semipalatinsk. Once we have that secured, we'll leave an army there and go for Barnaul and up to Novosibirsk. Over here, we've taken Vladivostok, and we're about to take this one, I hope. Had a bit of trouble getting to that, but that is now mine. And continue up to the next garrison. I think we'll send these guys somewhere else now. Because these two can take the garrison here, no problem. And then we have to fight these guys. Almost got it. Perhaps we need another unit over here. We'll find out. Over here, it doesn't really matter which one we take first. Let's just take the armor out first, shall we? It is currently in entrenchment level 3, but they both are. So we'll move up this way. Move up this way, move up this way. Replenish this one. Get the headquarters in there and the garrison back in place. But not actually attacking this turn. Okay, so India. It is raining in the northern part, but not in the south. So we do have this bomber available. I guess we'll just bomb these guys. Now I do need to move west here because we need to get through Darjeeling. So I think we'll move this army up here. Enemy contact with some fighters. What do we want to attack? The fighters can actually cause some trouble because I don't have my own fighters up here, so let's take them down a little bit. Bring these guys up. Fail. Move the headquarters in there. Take this shot, and if I can, yes, replenish this one. I will. Just move the bombers up a little bit closer. This is fine. I'll be right back. I'm back. Okay. So, should we take the usual attack here? These guys are still stuck. Forever stuck in the mountains. Alright, so a little bit of progress here. If we can get the bombers out of the rain, that would be even better. And then we have these guys down here that we can actually send them to open up another front. I think we'll do that. We got 3 guys that we can send. Ah. He went to the other side. Get the garrison down here and maybe operate this one up through Thailand. Oh, it needs to upgrade first. German submarine needs to upgrade as well. Can only go to 8. Well, not upgrade, but replenish. Then we have the Italian Navy, which we're going to send down here. With its 4 battleships. Not exactly a formidable force, but it works. Right, so let's get these guys landed. And we have the Americans coming in, so that's going to be a problem. But what can we do? Just continue down this way. This way. Do some scouting. There's nobody in Perth Harbor. Send the submarine over this way, as well as this one. Send the destroyers up here as well. Okay. We have the special forces here. There are also the strategic bombers. They're going to help out up here. More special forces in various places, and the paratroopers. Let's go to the Coral Sea, where we know there is a hostile navy. Can we actually... yeah, we can use this port. It's very nice we have all these ports nearby that we can use, but only go to 8 strength points. Let's just stay here. There's another submarine coming down from this side. Stay around there. And then we have the carriers coming in from the west. And one more coming over here. And we are trying to bomb Honolulu. With our formidable carrier fleet. No effect. Hey, 1 damage. Yeah, we only have those 3, and this one can't reach, I think. And then all the battleships nearby. They can't even... can they move over there? Actually, they can bomb from the other side. Let's start moving them around. Check the area here. Leave the cruiser with the carriers. Alright, so they are still in trench level 3. Just Start moving up with this one. And we still have a lot of destroyers. So the question is now, do we start to ship out these guys now? Or do we wait until we've taken Honolulu? We'll need a headquarter over there as well. I guess we can grab this one here. Once we've taken this. Or just build some more. They're so costly. Let's see. Research for Japan. Logistics level 5 is needed. And fighters level 5 as well. And they will get advanced subs also next turn. Oh, so the fighters are actually level 4 now. They can't upgrade here. That's good to know. So I can upgrade all the fighters on my carriers as well once I get to a port. This guy's very far out. Do some scouting around here. Around here. Come back up this way, down this way, up this way. Where is the US Navy? It's not around these waters. That is clear. Yeah, that's pretty clear. Right, I think that's all for now. So we do have some attacks in southern India on the way. We have the Italians with the paratroopers coming to Karachi, and the Japanese taking maybe Madras. I think it's a good place. Then the Indians have to react to that, send some troops out, and these guys will be able to storm through, take Delhi, and finish off India completely. This attack down here is more or less a diversion. I'll invest all the Dutch East Indies units in it, but if I lose them, it's not really a problem, as the main attack will be on US soil. Once we take Honolulu, we'll build up some units. Actually, we should start transporting them over there now. No, not operate. Transport. Hang on. Some of them can upgrade, so we should upgrade them. What was the reason why I didn't build them with mobility? Transport this one. And do I even have the points to upgrade? I think I do. This one as well. And that's all the points. Alrighty, so that's the turn. Zoom in first. There we go. Soviet National Morale falls with the loss of Rostov. Soviet National Morale. Soviet naval maneuvers alert Finnish defense forces. Interesting. Axis radars sink Allied merchantmen near Perth. Japan develops advanced subs level 3. We get a lot of points now. Minus 20 from forming the Indian National Army. Minus 50 for the Russian Liberation Army, and 25 for the naval base in Penang. Still paying for those. see a fierce US counterattack in Australia. That's what I expect. Soviets are pulling back in southern Russia. They should pull everything back to Stalingrad to save what they can and make a stand there, but no. A lot of replenishments. Carrier spotted in the Coral Sea. Submarine dives away. Bomber attacks the Japanese in Central Asia. 1 damage. Counterattack outside Leningrad. Nope. Oh, the defenders of Sevastopol are attacking out. Spotting that I'm a little bit weak. Tarangok defenders tries to escape. Not happening. Here comes the US armor. It's very strong. What if I can get around them and just take Perth? Then they will be in trouble. We'll see what we can do. No, they got more armor there. Yeah, these guys are pretty doomed. Two armies and 2 armor. That's not gonna end well for the Dutch East Indies Expeditionary Force. We can just rebuild that. Have the points. Although it is the Japanese points that we spend on them. But with the amount of submarines and light ships that we have now, we can prevent a landing. Finland enters the war against the USSR. Interesting. Finland joins the Axis. A bit late, but okay. Better late than never, I guess. The funny thing is, we haven't even had the Winter War. Intelligence reports, battleship in the Coral Sea. And the Kluge headquarters is ready to go. We'll need that over here somewhere. Well, have to be here. The last Japanese carrier is ready for action. And another submarine for the Dutch East Indies ready to go. Alright, let's check out Finland. As we can see, the Winter War never happened. Now the Finnish army obviously needs to get a little bit stronger. We need to put some points into them. Upgrade that straight away. We cannot upgrade the headquarters. Supply is too low. Now these garrisons up here might get attacked because they're very close to the front lines. So we could consider spending 25 points getting them up to speed so they don't get overrun as easily. There we go. Alright, so that was Finland. Let's just come back to the Atlantic. There's nothing that we can see, at least, so we'll send some fresh subs out. Upgrade this one. Very low on supplies. This one also, get it back. Supply 3, move that back as well. And just scout a little bit with these guys. Oh, this one is badly hurt. Yeah, that was the one I spent. Alright, so we only have a few here. That's fine. Destroyers are still in port. Okay, back to here. Now the objective is Naval. They got plenty of fighters around. And it ends up with 1 damage, and then we have the artillery. Only with 1 strike though. Let's get the armor up to full strength. Do a couple of attacks. Okay. We should get now the next turn, I think. Further over here, these guys need to replenish. Can they get back to full? No, so move them instead. We'll just need this guy up here. Right, get this one away. Go. Replenish. Replenish. Let's get it over there. Over there. Okay, so the question is, can we take Penzan? Yes, we can. Okay. Actually pretty easy. So let's move on Ulyanovsk. Nobody in Ulyanovsk. What about Kubiashev? Kubiashev is undefended. I just can't get to it. So we can actually use the bombers for Voronezh. Two damage. 3 damage. And then the Italians. Can they finish it off? Maybe. There's one left. Yay! The Italian army is superior. Voronezh taken. Let's see, how do we do this? We want these guys further over here. This one can just replenish. And then we want the bombers there. Get these guys over here. Replenish that guy and that guy. Have an army coming up. Replenish the fighters. Alright, let's see if they put something in Kubieshev next turn. We just couldn't reach it. Otherwise we'll fight for it, and then we'll move up to Kazan. And then to Perm. Do not encounter a lot of resistance here. You could also send the Italians to Saratov. Let's concentrate a little bit here in the south. Sevastopol is level 7. Yeah, we need to attack to get that entrenchment level down a little bit. That's level 5. Then switch around. Switch around. Level 4. Level 3. Level 2. I still have some movement for the Romanians, but let's hang on a second. So next turn we'll use the bombers on Sevastopol. Let's make sure that they are in range, so they can take a bombing run here, and then move a little bit closer. Take a bombing run here, and move a little bit closer. And then we'll finish off the defenders in Taganrog. Another victory for the Italian army. Hey. I move down south to Krasnodar. What about Selsk? Nobody in Selsk either. Let's just get rid of this special forces. And then move on. Stalingrad. Yeah, we encountered the enemy armor. Okay, let's get our own armor over there. Oh, that was close. I can get it with my army. Okay, we revealed a headquarter, more armor, and an army over here. Let's see. We have the Hungarians up here. These guys might just replenish in place. And move up with the Germans. And then send the Italians through. And the Bulgarians. There's also a Bulgarian army here, send that up. And that leaves some space over here. We can do this. Okay. Partisan activity in Kharkov. Send these guys up there. Like that. Okay. We can probably link up in my cup. Let's see if we can actually do that. Yes. So we have officially linked up. Bomb these guys. Okay. Let's take party with our headquarters. I'll move these guys down, the fighters down, leaving Grozny open, but I don't think they're going to come through here. So I want to concentrate on actually eliminating this army, and then we can move north after that. Take this one. And the Soviets are on the verge of collapsing. I think it's safe to say. This one can actually land next turn. No, it can land now. Take Karachi. So he's in supply 0 here. Why is he in supply 0? There's 5 right there. It's kind of weird. Why am I only getting 2 supplies out of Bandar Abbas? Because it's not a supply, that's why. It's an oil field. Okay, so 5, we'll get 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's just push on through and we'll get into Karachi supply after not very long. So let's get these guys into the transports, the headquarters. This army. Expand the beachhead. We have a couple more armies. Send them all out. Alrighty, and then down here we are on the way to Cape Town. No, Johannesburg. So we can grab Johannesburg. Nobody's in there. So that should not be a problem. Now the Indians really need to consider what they want to do, because I can actually just walk to Delhi from here. And that'll be the end. Right, finishing off Germany and Italy. Plenty of garrisons that can operate out from there. That's fine, I'll just leave them there for now. And 400 points left. Research wise, we will soon get advanced tanks level 5. Italy, nah, they'll get ground attack weapons level 3 soon. think we'll save up those points and move on to Japan with only 500 points. But we can start here in Central Asia. Got more guys coming in from behind. And we'll leave the headquarters in this position because they will supply each other. I think I can actually take this guy out. Oh, he already did an attack. Okay, so this guy can reach. I just gotta move this guy back. And somebody needs to go in and take it. That'll be this guy. And we'll continue up. Four, 3, 2, 1. Huh. Okay, we might have to hold for a turn here to get the supply up. But the idea is to take Honolulu next, and then over Sibirsk, over here. Let's see if we can grab this one now. Yep. Okay, there is actually a core up there as well. Supply is very low here, supply 1 and 0. So I think these guys are going to wait for this supply to get higher. Be 5, 4, 3, supply 3 and 2 respectively. They will eventually get it. Over here. Supply 4. Let's move up here and over there. Exposing the headquarters, I'm aware of that. Let's start getting the entrenchment down. Entrenchment is down now. Alright, so we'll start working on that. This headquarters, I think I will move it up here, and then we can always operate it out because we are on a railway line. Get this one up here. Yeah, maybe there. India. Now it's raining all over the place, so no use for the bombers. Advance over here. Replenish instead. Keep pushing. Okay. They have to react to this, and we are also coming from the south. This one can operate up. Actually, it can't. Get here, that's the closest I can get, and it will take some turns to get through to the road. And then the headquarters in position to transport out, which I will not do right now. And then down here, let's max this one out. Get these guys onto the ground, move over there, and just try and defend. Now this battleship is ripe for the taking, I would say. We have several submarines that can do that. Just go into hunt mode. And we run into a couple of carriers. Okay, what about from the other side then? Or take the carrier out, it's only at strength 6. Yeah, let's take out that carrier. Oh, contact with the destroyer. Unfortunately, ends the turn. These guys are too far away, I believe. Still got lots of destroyers nearby, but this is my entire submarine fleet. It's also the German submarine. Start sending that through. And then of course the Italian Navy. Send that through as well. It is not as great as the US Navy, ship for ship, but without the carriers, I think they can actually do some pretty good damage to the US Navy anyway. Just leave the Japanese destroyers around. Start bombarding the coastline with the light cruisers. Okay. Let's head up this way to Honolulu. Let's do some bombings. Let's take this attack. And then the bombings. No, I think we should take the entrenchment down a little bit. There we go. Now we're talking. How about some bombardments from this side? That will not affect the troops other than their morale, which is pretty low now. transport here. Oh, it's on... she's in the wrong mode. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's try and bomb with some more battleships. This will devastate Honolulu City, but I actually want to take Honolulu right now. I'll use the cruiser also. Yes. Can't move in now, but I don't think he can transport anything in there. So we'll get Honolulu next turn. Whew. And we have a transport on the way. Let's get some more transports over there. We have a CL as well. Where did that come from? Oh, that was the light cruiser I paid for from before. Okay, but first let's transport these guys across. And I think we'll send this one also with a transport. Can I do more transport than that? Yep, okay, do one more. I can do a lot of transports. That's it. Okay, no more transports. But they are on the way. We'll gather in Honolulu, get the headquarters there, and then we are ready to land in the US of A. Uh, 291 points. I think we'll just save them up. Unless we have something dire to research. Advanced subs level 4. 450. Okay. AI turn. Soviet morale falls with the loss of Voronezh. Axis radar sink merchants. Italy develops ground attack weapons level 3. And Japan develops long range aircraft level 4. I have a lot of upgrading to do, but I'm not really in a position to do it unless I can upgrade from Hawaii. Another AVL arrives in the Atlantic and it's destroyed outright. Carrier strike from Bougainville. Oh, garrison from South Africa arrives at the border, and we can hear that transports are being dispatched from the Indian Northeast Army and down to the southwest. That should ease things up in the northeast. couple of US destroyers in the Coral Sea, and another carrier is still around. So 2 destroyers, 2 carriers, 1 battleship is what we know of so far. Light cruiser in the Atlantic. Something is going through the submarine there and arrives at the other submarine. That's the battleship. Heavy damage. Bombers outside Stalingrad. Let's see if we can survive the attacks in Australia. If we lose that town, then it's all over. Special Forces offering me an opportunity to attack the armor from the side, and that should decide the Battle of Darjeeling. Let's see if they advance into Finland. I could consider building up the Finnish army as well. And I have to remember I can actually upgrade my Japanese submarines. Soviet partisans hinder supply. Ooh, that's one of the bad ones. Yeah, I was not really looking into the partisan in that area. So that's fair enough. We'll have a look at that in the next turn. First we'll have some intelligence reports. Carrier in the Coral Sea. Eighth Army arrives in Germany. Okay. Okay, that's it for now, guys. I will put a break in here and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.